Hello viewers, today I am going to talk about reading and writing the notation of gat in any rag prescribed in the practical course. Before learning how to play any gat on sitar, it will be better if the students become acquainted with how to write any gat and how to read any written gat. It is very important. If the students are able to write and read any gat properly, they will definitely head towards playing it well too. So, prior to play any gat on sitar, reading and writing of gat is the first step towards accurate playing. Before reading, writing or playing any gat, students should know what is gat. Though the definition of gat is not directly related with the practical performance, yet the students should be aware of what they are going to play. So, here lies the importance of definition of gat. So, we should know what is gat. Gat is a fixed instrumental composition in any tempo which is played on sitar, sarod, veena, etc., accompanied by tabla. A gat can be in any tal. Usually, two types of gats are played on sitar, which are Masjid Khani gat and the second is Raza Khani gat. Both these gats have their own characteristics and set pattern of bowls. The bowls for Masjid Khani gat are dir da ra, da ra, and the bowls for Raza Khani gat are da dir da ra da, which are repeated quite often in the gats. Actually, the bowls of mizrab are the sounds which are produced by striking the mizrab on the sitar. Bowls indicate the way of playing the notes on the sitar. The main two bowls on sitar are da and ra, which denote the method of striking the mizrab and producing the sound accordingly. With the combination of these two main bowls da and ra, many other bowls like dir, dra, rada, dar and dar are produced depending upon the different way of striking the mizrab. Now, let us ahead towards writing of gat. Before explaining how to write any gat in notation, students should be well informed about the notation system. Actually, notation is a means of transmitting musical material in a written form. This means whatever we sing or whatever we play on an instrument, we can write it through the system of notation. In institutional music education, we follow the notation system which was introduced by Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande in the early 20th century, popularly known as Bhatkhande Swarlipi Paddhati. Today, Pandit Bhatkhande's notation system has become the medium of instructions in institutional music education in almost all over India. So, for writing any gat in notation, we follow the notation system of Pandit Bhatkhande. To have the detailed information of Pandit Bhatkhande's Swarlipi Paddhati, it is highly recommended to go through my previous lectures on Bhatkhande's notation system. While defining the gat, I had thrown light on two types of gat, which are Masjid Khani gat and Raza Khani gat, popularly known as slow gat and fast gat. Now, let us know how to write these two types of gats. For writing either Masjid Khani gat or Raza Khani gat, first of all, we have to understand the pattern of bowls of these particular gats. Masjid Khani gat, which is also called Vilambit gat or slow gat because of its slow tempo or Vilambit lay. The patterns of bowls of mizrab are dir da ra, da ra, and for Raza Khani gat the bowls are da dir da ra da. While writing any gat either slow or fast in notation, we have to follow certain steps. Step 1. The first step to write any gat is to write the beats of tal in digital numbers, the tal in which the gat is to be written. Since Masjid Khani gat as a principle is always written in teen tal, which has 16 beat, so first of all we will write the digits starting from 1 up to 16 as it is shown in the table. Step 2. In the next step, the total beats of tal are divided into different groups or sections which are called vibhags. Teen tal has 4 vibhags of 4 beats each. While writing in notation, these vibhags are symbolized by bars or small vertical lines. So, in this step, the students are advised to make vibhags as it is shown in the table. After making vibhags or small sections, we are to write tal chin, that is the symbol of rhythmic cycle. The symbols for teen tal are sum, the first tali on the first beat, which is indicated by putting cross. The second and the third talis are on the 5th and the 13th beat, which are indicated by the digits 2 and 3, and the khalis on the 9th beat, which is symbolized by putting 0 or a small circle. You can see teen tal written in the script in its complete form, that is showing matras, vibhags, tal chin of sum, tali and khali. Step 3. After making the table of tal, the next step is to write Masjid Khani gat in the given table. Starting the mukhra from 12th beat or matra of teen tal, which is compulsory as a rule of Masjid Khani gat. Writing mukhra in 5 beats, the first line of sthai is completed up to 11th beat. After writing the notes of the first line, the bowls of mizrab are written exactly beneath each note. As I have mentioned earlier, the bowls of Masjid Khani gat are dirda, dirdara, dadara. This 8 beat pattern of bowls is repeated 2 times in the complete cycle of teen tal. This is evident from an example of Masjid Khani gat of Rag Bhairav, which is written in the script. It is not irrelevant to mention here that in Rag Bhairav, Rishabh and Dhaivat or Re or Dha notes are flat, that is komal. See the example of Masjid Khani gat in Rag Bhairav. Now have a look on this Masjid Khani gat. You must have noticed that the bowls of mizrab are written exactly beneath the notes. In this gat of Rag Bhairav, sthai is of 2 lines. Each line has the bowls dirda, dirdara, dadara. The same pattern is followed in antara part. Antara, which is of 1 line only, even then the bowls of Masjid Khani gat are followed in it. This is very evident from the antara part. You can again see it is written in the script. In this Masjid Khani gat of Rag Bhairav, the pattern of bowls dirda, dirdara, dadara are strictly followed. These bowls are repeated over and over again in the whole gat. Though it is hard to keep the appropriateness of bowls, yet the beauty of Masjid Khani gat depends upon these bowls. It is considered a binding in Masjid Khani gat if we abide by the rules. Nowadays, this rule of bowls in Masjid Khani gat is not followed strictly. The emerging trend in sitar playing is less rules and more beautification. Sometimes Masjid Khani gat is ornamented with 3, 4 or even 5 bowls in each beat. This type of ornamentation or style is becoming popular day by day among the musicians, and so in the institutional music teaching too. So, this form of gat, which does not follow the bowls of Masjid Khani gat, may be called the vilambit gat or a gat based on slow tempo instead of calling it Masjid Khani gat. You can see in this gat that 3 or 4 bowls are used frequently in sthai and in antara also. Now, let us ahead towards writing of Raza Khani gat. Though there is no fixed pattern of bowls of Mizrab in Raza Khani Gad, yet the bowls like da, dir, dir, da, ra, da, often repeated in Raza Khani Gad. This can be better understood from an example of Raza Khani Gad in Rag Bhairav, which is written in the script. It is important to mention here that there is no particular rule about the starting point of Raza Khani Gad. It can start from any beat, that is from 1st, 5th, 7th, 9th or any beat depending upon the beauty of notes set in a particular manner. But the bowls like da, dir, da, ra, da are repeated quite often in Raza Khani Gad. In this particular example, though the sthai part starts from the 12th beat, even then the bowls like da, dir, da, ra, da are repeated in both the lines of sthai. The beauty of this gad lies in the antra part, which starts from sam, that is the first beat. You can again see the antra written in the script. In such gad, where the starting point for antra differs from sthai, antra will start after playing the notes of sthai up to the starting point of antra. For example, in this gad, after playing ma, ga, re, sa, antra will start from sam with the notes ga, ma, ma, dha, dha, ni, sa. So, in Raza Khani Gad, format of gad may be any. It may start from any beat, but the aforesaid bowls are repeated quite often. After knowing how to write Masjid Khani Gad and Raza Khani Gad, the next important point or next step is how to read any gad. While reading or singing any written gad, students should be attentive towards the following points or towards some points. While reading or singing any written gad, students should be attentive towards some points. Reading single note or swar in one beat, double note or two notes in one beat, more than two notes in one beat, any note written with a hyphen or a dash in notation. So, reading or singing single note in one beat is very easy to count. For example, ma, ga, re, sa, each note has one beat. So, it becomes very easy to count these notes on fingers like ma, ga, re, sa. These are 5 notes in 5 beats. Again, you can see the example of Raza Khani Gad of Rag Bhairav written in the script. It becomes a little difficult for the students when there are 2 or more notes in one beat. So, while reading the gad, students should be guided properly about how to count the beats on the fingers or give tali by hand for each beat. Maybe there are 2, 3, 4 or more notes in one beat. The counting will be 1 and there will be 1 tali for each beat. For example, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will help the students to keep lay or rhythm. While doing so, flow of rhythm prevails automatically on the minds of the students, and when they do it practically, it becomes very easy to retain the lay. While playing sitar, though their hands remain busy, yet lay or rhythm prevails automatically on their minds. So, to count each beat by hand or singing the notation of any gad before playing is a better way to understand and play any gad on an instrument. To sum up, we can say that in Masjid Khani as well as in Raza Khani Gad, each note is accompanied with the bowls of Mizrab, which is written exactly beneath the notes. These bowls are not written just for the sake of ornamentation or to add the beauty to the written gad, but these bowls throw light on the path how to play each note of the gad. So, it is important before playing any gad, students should be able to write the gad and to read that written gad. or to sing each bowl of Gat, giving beats by their hands. While reading or singing the bowls, their pause in between or the other difficulties are sought out here only, and the students get an opportunity to correct themselves before playing. So, reading and writing of Gat should be made an essential part of teaching of instrumental music. As I have said earlier, a student who can read or sing the notes correctly will definitely play it on an instrument in the right manner. Thank you.